My mother-in-law was sending her intimate photos to her son to stimulate our marriage. Hello, Reddit. I'm sitting here in my best friend's apartment in Brooklyn with a cup of tea in my hands that has gone cold because I can't even bring myself to take a sip. My throat is tight with tears and anger. I'm 28 years old, I live in New York City, USA, and I work as a marketer at a small digital agency in Manhattan. My day usually consists of client meetings, creative brainstorming, and trying to balance my career and personal life. But right now, all of that seems so distant and unimportant. I've been married to Alex for 3 years, and until today, I thought our life was a typical American dream. Stable jobs, a cozy apartment in Queens, plans for kids sometime in the future. But it turns out that behind this facade lies something so disgusting that I still can't recover. I'm writing this because I need to talk, to hear advice from outsiders, because my head is exploding with thoughts. Please don't judge me harshly, I'm in shock. Let me start from the beginning so you understand the context. Alex and I met in college in Boston. I was studying business and marketing, and he was in the engineering school, 2 years older. He was that quiet, reliable guy, tall, with dark hair, always with a physics book or some tech gadget in his hands. Our first date was at a small cafe near campus. We talked about movies, travel, and I felt that he was the one. He's from the suburbs of New Jersey, from a typical middle-class family. His father passed away when he was 15, his mother, Linda, a homemaker who loves baking pies, tending to her garden, and organizing family barbecues. My family is completely different. My parents divorced when I was 12, my mom worked 2 jobs to support us, and my father vanished from the picture. So when Alex introduced me to his parents, I was thrilled. Linda seemed like the perfect mother-in-law, warm, hospitable, always smiling. She praised my recipes, even though I'm not a great cook, gave me fashion advice, and said, "You're so beautiful, you're perfect for my boy." I thought it was a blessing, finally, a normal family. We got married 2 years after we met in 2022. The wedding was modest in a small church in Brooklyn with about 50 guests, friends, family, nothing fancy. Linda cried with happiness, hugged me, and whispered, "Now you're my daughter." She even paid for our honeymoon in Florida, a week on the beach in Miami with palm trees, cocktails, and romance. We came back happy, bought an apartment on a mortgage, and started building our life. Alex worked as an engineer at a construction firm, lots of projects, stress, but a good salary. I was also advancing in my career. Everything seemed perfect. But over time, I started noticing little things that bothered me. Linda called Alex every day, sometimes 3-4 times. Not just, "Hi, how are you?" but detailed interrogations. What he ate for lunch, how he slept, if his head hurt, if I was taking good care of him. Alex always answered patiently, saying, "Mom is just caring, she has no one else, Dad is always at work." It seemed excessive to me, I didn't call my mom that often. Then there were the unexpected visits. She would come from New Jersey without calling, with packages of food or little things for the house. Once I came home from work early and found her in our kitchen, rearranging the dishes in the cabinets. "I just want to help, you're so busy with your career," she said with a smile. Another time, she cleaned our bedroom, folded my underwear, including the intimate kind. I felt my privacy was invaded, but Alex defended her. "She doesn't mean any harm, she's just used to being a mom." I swallowed it because I didn't want to fight over trivialities. In recent months, our marriage started cracking at the seams, especially intimately. After the first 2 years, everything became routine, sex once a week, if we were lucky, and even then without enthusiasm. Alex seemed distant, like his mind was somewhere else. I tried to fix it, bought new lingerie, arranged romantic dinners with wine and candles, even suggested trying something new like role-playing or toys, but he brushed me off. "I'm tired, work is draining me, let's do it another time." We went to a marriage therapist, 2 Zoom sessions with a specialist from Manhattan. There, Alex said he loved me, but stress was getting in the way. The therapist advised us to communicate more, but nothing changed. I felt unwanted, unattractive. Had I gained a couple of pounds? Had he found someone at work? These thoughts tormented me at night. I cried into my pillow so he wouldn't hear. I loved him. I believed we would get through this. And now for the horror. About 3 weeks ago, Alex became even more glued to his phone. He'd sit in the living room, scrolling through the screen, but when I walked in, he'd quickly hide it or lock it. "Work chats," he'd say. I didn't suspect anything serious. Maybe it really was an email from his boss. But last night, when he went to take a shower, he always takes his phone with him, but this time he left it on the table. A message notification sounded. I couldn't resist, my heart was pounding because my intuition was screaming that something was wrong. I glanced at the screen, a notification from beloved mom. That's how he had her number saved, with a heart emoji. The message: "I hope this helps you relax after a hard day, son. Mom is always here for you." And an attached photo. I opened the chat thinking it was some mistake, maybe a photo from a family picnic or something innocent. But no, it was a photo of Linda, naked. Completely naked, standing in front of the mirror in her bedroom. I recognized the wallpaper. We were there for Christmas. She was posing, holding her phone in her hand with the caption, "So you don't get bored in your marriage." I froze, not believing my eyes. I thought, is this a joke? Did someone hack her phone? Or did she send it by mistake? It happens. But then I scrolled up the chat and there was more. Dozens of photos and videos from the last 4 months. In some, she was in erotic lingerie, but most were fully nude. Sitting on the bed, touching herself, recording videos where she whispers, "This is to stimulate your married life, son. Mom knows what you need better than anyone." One video, her in the shower, soaped up, with the camera slowly panning down. Another, in the kitchen naked, with fruit in her hands, as if playing some sick role. Alex replied, "Thanks, Mom," with a fire or heart emoji. Or, "You're the best, love you." I almost fainted, my legs gave way. I sat on the floor holding the phone, and the tears started flowing on their own. Everything made sense: those calls, the visits, her excessive care. This wasn't just a mom, this was something sick, incestuous. How could she send such things to her son? How could he accept and reply? I felt a betrayal deeper than if it had been another woman. This is his mother. I quickly took screenshots of everything, dozens of photos, to have proof because I knew he could delete them. Then I hid the phone back and went to the bedroom, trying to calm down. But I couldn't, my heart was racing. When Alex came out of the shower in a towel, I couldn't hold back. "What the hell is this with your mom?" I yelled, showing him the screenshots on my phone. He turned pale, his eyes widened, and he didn't know what to say. He mumbled, It's not what you think. Mom she said it was to stimulate our marriage, so I wouldn't get bored, so we'd be closer. She thought it would help." I exploded. "Stimulate? Your naked mother sends you porn and you say thank you? This is sickness. You cheated on me with your own mother." We argued for an hour. I screamed, cried, threw pillows, and he sat on the bed, head down, repeating, "I didn't know how to refuse," she insisted, said it was normal in a family. Normal? I couldn't breathe in the same room with him. I packed my things, makeup, clothes for a few days, and went to my friend Sarah's place, who lives a few blocks away. She let me in without asking anything, just hugged me. I've been sitting here all night, haven't slept, and decided to write this post. What should I do? Get a divorce? Talk to Linda? Is this incest? Please advise, Reddit, I'm broken. Update 1. Hello again, Reddit. It's only been a day since my original post, but it feels like a year has passed. So many emotions, tears, and shock. Thank you for all your comments under the original. Some wrote that this is a classic case of emotional incest or a mama's boy. Some advised to get a lawyer immediately, some to block everyone and run. I was sitting in Sarah's apartment, my best friend from college, who works as a graphic designer and is always ready to listen, rereading your advice, drinking coffee after coffee because sleep wouldn't come. Sarah tried to distract me. She put on our favorite show, The Office, brought Chinese food from delivery, but I couldn't focus. It felt like my whole world was falling apart. 3 years of marriage, plans for the future, all destroyed because of this sick dynamic between Alex and his mother. I remembered how Linda always inserted her 2 cents into our lives, from household tips to comments about my appearance, like, "You're so slim, but maybe you should exercise more to keep Alex in shape." Now I understood it wasn't just care, it was jealousy, control. The next morning, I decided I couldn't just sit still. I needed my things, clothes, documents, makeup, my work laptop. Everything was left in the apartment in Queens. I didn't want to see Alex, so I texted him, "I'm coming at 2 p.m. to get my things. You shouldn't be home or I'll call the police." He replied, "Okay, I'll go to work. Please, let's talk later." I took Sarah and her boyfriend Mike with me. He's a sturdy guy, works in it. Just in case things went wrong, we took the subway as my car was still there. We arrived at the house around 2:00 p.m., a typical apartment building in Queens with brick walls and a small courtyard. I opened the door with my key, my heart pounding like a drum. It was quiet inside, but I heard noise in the kitchen. Someone was washing dishes. "Alex," I called out, but Linda came out. She was standing there in her typical homely outfit, a floral blouse, jeans, hair in a ponytail, with a smile as if nothing had happened. In her hands, a cloth, as if she was cleaning our apartment. "Oh, my name, you're back. I was here helping Alex. He's in despair after your hysterics yesterday," she said in a sweet voice, as if we were at a tea party. I froze in the doorway. Sarah and Mike stood behind me, ready to intervene. "What are you doing here? This is my apartment, not yours. Where is Alex?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady but boiling inside. Linda didn't move, put the cloth on the table, and crossed her arms over her chest. "Alex asked me to come because he knew you might make a scene. He's my son. I have a right to be here. You don't think I'd leave him alone after your drama yesterday, do you?" I felt the blood rush to my face. "A right? You send him your naked photos and videos. That's not a right, that's sickness." She didn't deny it, just smiled crookedly. Sarah whispered, "Let's just get your things and go." But I couldn't. Anger was overwhelming me. The argument didn't start with shouts, but with a quiet yet poisonous dialogue that gradually escalated. I went to the bedroom to pack, opened the closet, threw clothes into a bag. Linda followed me like a supervisor. "You're exaggerating, my name. They're just photos, no big deal. Many moms do everything for their sons to make them happy. After my husband died, when Alex was only 15, I became everything to him: mother, father, friend. You don't understand what it's like to raise a son alone." I stopped, holding a blouse in my hands. "That's no excuse for intimate videos. You touch yourself on camera and send it to him. That's not motherly love, that's perversion." She came closer, her voice became lower, as if confidential. "And you think why Alex became distant in bed? Because you don't give him what he needs." I was just helping, showing him what a real woman looks like, with experience, with a body that knows how to attract. It's not my fault that my body appeals to him more than yours. Let's face it, you're young, but boring without fire. At 55, I look better than you at 28, no wrinkles, with curves he remembers from childhood. He always said I was the most beautiful woman in the world. You're jealous because you can't compete. These words hit like a slap. Not cliché, not staged, it was a psychological attack, as if she was digging into my insecurities. She wasn't shouting, but speaking calmly with a smile, as if explaining a simple truth to a child. "You're sick. This isn't a competition, you're his mother," I exclaimed, tears welling up. She shrugged. "Motherhood is all-encompassing love. If my son looks at me with desire, that's a compliment, not a problem. You're just not ready to be part of our family." Sarah ran into the room. "Enough, we're leaving." We quickly gathered the rest, documents from the drawer, laptop from the desk, and ran out. In the car, I was trembling, repeating her words. "She said her body is better, that Alex prefers her." Sarah hugged me. "She's a manipulator, don't believe her." Back at Sarah's, I couldn't take it anymore. If she thinks this is a family matter, then let the whole family see. We have a family chat on WhatsApp, me, Alex, Linda, the uncle, Linda's late husband's brother, the aunt, her sister with her husband, and a couple of cousins. I sent all the screenshots, photos of Linda naked, the videos, Alex's messages with the caption, "This is Linda's motherly love." She says she's not guilty because her body attracts Alex more than mine. This is sick. The chat exploded. "Alex, Mom, why are you here?" Linda, "This is private, my name is lying." But the uncle, "Linda, this is awful. After my brother's death, you became too attached, but this is beyond the pale." The aunt defended her. "Maybe it's a misunderstanding." I added an audio recording of our argument. I had secretly turned on the voice recorder on my phone. Linda wrote, "I don't regret it, better me than some strange woman." I left the chat, blocked them. Alex called, but I didn't answer. Now I'm thinking about a lawyer. Any advice? Is this the end? Update 2. Hello everyone, Reddit. It's been 10 days since the last update, and I still feel like I've been through a hurricane. Everything is destroyed, but I'm trying to rebuild. Thank you for your support. Your comments about toxic mother-in-laws, emotional incest, and therapy advice helped me not fall into depression. Many of you wrote that Linda is a classic example of a narcissistic mother who sees her son as an extension of herself, especially after the loss of her husband, when Alex was 15 and she was left a widow. You were right, that explains her behavior, but doesn't justify it. I started seeing a therapist, found a specialist in New York through a friend's recommendation, Zoom sessions twice a week. At the first one, I poured everything out, from discovering the chat to that argument in the apartment. The therapist said, "This isn't about your body or your attractiveness, it's about her control and your betrayal. You are a victim of manipulation, and your reaction is normal." After that encounter with Linda in the apartment, I haven't been back. Sarah is letting me stay with her temporarily, Her apartment in Brooklyn with a view of the park has become my sanctuary. I hired a lawyer, a woman named Rachel, from a firm in downtown Manhattan, specializing in divorces and family abuse. We met in her office, a modern room with large windows, coffee, and a box of tissues. She knows clients cry. I showed her everything, the screenshots, the audio of the argument, the messages. She said, "This is emotional infidelity and potential psychological abuse. In New York, it's no-fault divorce, but with evidence we can demand a better settlement. The apartment is in Alex's name, compensation for stress." We filed the papers last week. I cited reasons including irreconcilable differences and emotional infidelity. Alex signed for receipt through his lawyer, as I've blocked him. Linda didn't stop after the chat. She called from unknown numbers. I changed my SIM card, wrote on LinkedIn I deleted my profile. "You're destroying my family. You're not worthy of him." One time she came to my work, the small agency in Manhattan where I manage clients' social media. The secretary said, "There's a woman here to see you." I went out. Linda was standing in the lobby with a bouquet of flowers, as if for reconciliation. "Let's talk, my name." "You misunderstood. I just wanted to help your marriage." I called security, and they escorted her out. My lawyer filed for a restraining order. The court will review it in a week. At work, I took a week's vacation. My boss understood, gave me a bonus for recovery. I'm looking for a new apartment, maybe in the Bronx, farther from the memories, budget $2,000 a month. I've started new habits, morning yoga via YouTube, walks in the park, reading books about toxic relationships. Why does he do that? I recommend it. My friends are supportive. We organize girls' nights with wine and conversations. Alex sent a letter through his lawyer. "I'm sorry, Mom convinced me it was normal. I'm starting therapy. But I don't believe it. It's too late. If the court goes well, I'll be free in a few months." Thank you, Reddit. You were my voice of reason. Any advice for living alone after divorce? Thank you for being with me. What are your thoughts on this story? Did the author do the right thing? What would you have done in her shoes? Share your opinion in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new stories.